2 weeks ago now, we took a look at the Brusilov offensives, one of the most effective offensives by Allied forces in the entire war. In today's episode of Battlefield 1 history, we're going to be taking a look at the Lewis machine gun. The Lewis gun was first invented in 1911 by a US Army Colonel, Isaac Newton Lewis. The Lewis gun was originally supposed to be adopted by US forces, but due to some political differences that Lewis had with another general, any attempts at persuading the use of his brand new machine gun were instantly rejected. After multiple attempts to persuade the US Army to adopt the Lewis gun, Lewis eventually gave up and went to Belgium to see if his work could be accepted there. In Belgium, Lewis started his own company to commercially produce his weapon. Lewis worked closely with a British arms manufacturer, the Birmingham Small Arms Company, abbreviated to the BSA, to help with the production difficulties Lewis faced. The BSA bought a license to then produce the Lewis gun in Britain. Lewis grew wealthy from this and moved his company to England. The British officially adopted the Lewis gun and began to mass produce them in the .303 British round. All manufacturing was carried out by the BSA and the Savage Arms Company in the US. The Lewis gun would continue to remain in service throughout the duration of the First World War and all the way to the end of the Korean War, where it was officially retired. The Lewis gun was gas operated and held either 47 or 97 rounds in its Pan magazine. Pan magazines held the rounds radially in the magazine, unlike drum magazines where the bullets were arranged parallel to the gun itself. This design allowed the Lewis gun to be operated solely by a single soldier and helped to reduce the size. The Pan magazine helped to keep the gun compact as opposed to other machine guns such as the Vickers with a box to the side. The Lewis gun actually fires between 500 and 600 rounds per minute, whereas it shoots 480 within Battlefield 1. This could be due to Battlefield 1 using a different variant or solely for balance reasons. The Lewis gun was so popular, in fact, that it began to be fixed onto multiple aircraft and tanks throughout the First World War. On planes, the Lewis gun could be mounted onto a Foster mount, allowing it to be shot above the plane so bullets won't interfere with the propeller. It also allowed the gun to be fired upwards. In tanks, there were some issues. When fixed to a ball mount on some British tanks, the cooling jacket that sucked in air to cool the barrel actually let in some harmful gas into the cockpit and poisoned the soldiers inside. The Lewis guns were eventually replaced with the safer Hotchkiss machine guns, even though they were a little disadvantageous to the Lewis guns in terms of ammo capacity, size, weight, and so on. The Lewis gun offered a mobile machine gun to British troops during the First World War. As opposed to the fixed machine guns like the Vickers, the Lewis gun was lightweight, compact, and allowed one soldier to fire and maintain the weapon. Similar to the French Chauchat in terms of use, beating out the French machine gun in almost every way. So, there you have it, the Lewis machine gun. Thanks for sticking around for yet another episode of Battlefield 1 history, and if you have any suggestions of something that's within Battlefield 1 that I should cover next, let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, it's been BloodHound, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.